All right, first of all, let me address something. I had a person by the name of J Will 19842011 on YouTube. Of course, I don't know, real name or nothing like this. Not my business. But I had him to ask a question, and he's asking because he left question marks, of course, and it's on the Jason Whitlock and LeBron James video I did. If you haven't seen it, you know what I'm saying, I'll be leaving a link in the description, or you can go by and link in the description, sorry. And you can go back or to my page and look and find it. It's going to be there, But I'll leave easy access for you all to find it on there. But he asked me a question after me voicing my opinion or the way I felt about Jason Whitlock. And I still feel the same exact way about Jason Whitlock. Hold on, let me let these windows down before I pass out in here like a baked potato. But I still feel the same way as I felt before about Jason Whitlock. Any chance Jason Whitlock has to make LeBron James look bad, or a chance to hate on LeBron James, or anything LeBron James or any other people of color, in my opinion, tries to do something that pushes the race forward or brings the race together, Jason Whitlock criticizes it. Go back and look at every video he does when he speaks. Well, most of every video he does when he speaks of someone of color for trying to do something, and watch his reaction. Look at the way he talks about him. It's always criticizing. And this time is the first time that I actually give Marcellus Wiley credit, because usually he puts up with Jason Whitlock's antics. He helps Marcellus get those checks, have a show together. They have to work together. So he kind of pats him on the back. He rolls with him. And Marcellus, as much as he tries to portray this, I don't know why people do this. When you don't have to, and I don't know this man's backstory, so don't let me, don't just quote me on it. But just from what I see, I've seen harder and worse backgrounds than I've seen this man portray. I've been in what I think is a hard upbringing, with poverty and all this and that, no private schools and none of these things like that, no bigger cities, it's harder for sports to be paid attention to down these ways, you can move off and all this and that, but you have to have the finances. No excuse for nothing. I'm doing pretty well right now. What I'm doing, I like it. But, I give Marcellus a lot of credit, because Marcellus basically told Jason Whitlock, you criticizing LeBron for the same thing that you're doing. These people lost family members. And I feel, with I think the young man is Aubrey. I can't remember his first name, but, the young man that lost his life from a cop, it's disturbing. And LeBron understands that his popularity, his power, that if he speaks on something, then a lot of people will pay attention and listen. And Jason Whitlock criticized him for taking a stance. Why would he even feel the need to say something? He went on LeBron put it on Twitter. This man went on this man's Twitter and said something back against him, like LeBron is just doing it for the publicity. Okay, the satisfaction that man's parents got, or maybe gotten from hearing LeBron James say that he's sticking behind their kid and it needs to be justice. Jason Whitlock turned around and shitted on it by posting that comment. You could have held that to yourself. But you was talking about LeBron James trying to be relevant. But you wanted to be relevant that you went on another man's Twitter, another man's page, and left a comment that did not need to be left. You should have had self-control. If you really want to hate on LeBron that bad, call him to you, bring him to your show. Because from last I heard, that man has created schools and helped people get through schools, pay for tuitions and all that. Jason Whitlock, what have you done? You tell me. So, if anything, he looks more genuine because he's actually taking initiative to do something. You don't look genuine, Jason Whitlock. You know what you look like. You look like you're Uncle Tom, here to break down all black men of greatness or just trying to achieve some type of greatness. But anyway, the J. Will guy left a comment and said, do I get this outraged when men are killed every day? Black men are killed every day by black men. So basically what the J. Will guy done, in the comments, y'all can go look at the comment. What he done to me is essentially what Jason Whitlock done to LeBron James. So, and it's fine, it's fine, it's cool. I like criticism because criticism you still viewing, you still check my views out. And just because you do view my video don't mean that you have to agree with anything I say. You know what I'm saying? But the point that I was trying to make is Jason Whitlock is trying to tear down other black men. This is one of the biggest problems in the black community because black men hate to see other black men try to be successful or try to help others be successful or try to seek righteousness. So whenever you reach out, they get the slave mentality. Oh no, master ain't gonna like that. Master ain't gonna like that. Don't do that. We all gonna get in trouble. That's the mentality they all reach. But people that's really trying to leave or lead people to another place, Underground Railroads, let's put that in perspective. People take that risk, but then you got the others, no, and they die where they are. They shrivel up in their own madness and their own miserability. They so miserable, they just ball up, shrivel up, and die, and everybody else has escaped. Or, you know what? Go look at the reference of Black Panther where Killmonger said, I think he said, he'd rather, die with his people than be bound in chains, basically. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same mentality that free men have. Jason Whitlock does not have this mentality because he's fed by master, He's fed by his master. You have others that don't have a master. But anyway, back to you, J. Will. You asked me this as to, not as a real question of concern, but rather a question to try to point me out for speaking what I spoke about Jason Whitlock. So you asked me the question to make it look like, oh, so since you're so concerned about this, are you concerned about blacks killing blacks? And if you looked at any of my past videos, Deontay Wilder videos and all this and that, I show you exactly, I tell you exactly how I feel about my people hurting my people, or my people not doing what they should do to uplift others. We actually talked about this on a show called The New Gurus. Y'all can look that up. It's a show that we talked about, why blacks don't support other blacks this much. You got Mexicans, you don't see them in barbecue restaurants or black restaurants. You don't see Chinese people in black restaurants and all this, but you see black people in all other restaurants. We're good people like that. And I'm not saying these people are not good people, but they keep their money in the house. Why don't we have our own stores? Most of these small communities are black-owned communities or black-based communities. We should make them black-owned communities, first of all. Stores, apparel stores, food stores, anything else, anything else that you see them doing, we can do that. But the point is, are we able to come together to do that? A lot of people just talking it and they don't want to walk it. They want the reward, but they don't want to get in the process of doing what we got to do to get to the reward. They don't want to put that risk out there. A lot of people want to talk it. A lot of people go in comments and talk what another person is doing, but what can you show? Currently, right now, we have we building a board of members to help other black businesses, with small loans that's coming out of our pockets, and we're just doing that to try to give motivation and help in any kind of way to create what we can. I do photography and videos and all this and that, and people that need advertisement, I create that for them. A lot of times free, and if a charge, it's a small price. I'm trying to get it known as much as possible, get our people making money as any way possible. We're trying to create our own place of establishment, because it's a war on blacks right now. I'm just gonna be honest, it's a war on blacks. So that's just my take. So Jay Will, you asked me that. Yes, I'm very outraged that blacks kill blacks every day. I actually made it on a Facebook post. You can also find me on Facebook at James Crumble. I put on my Facebook post that black people kill black people every day. Gangs, every day. And yet, we don't go retaliate. And I don't condone the retaliation, like as in killing. But you do not retaliate when white men or other races kill black people, innocent people. But you retaliate against your brother man for allegedly killing another brother man. But they strike fear in you because they're connected to all kind of people. But you're giving your life away anyways with murder. So, of course I get outraged. But what outrages me more than that is the fact that when somebody speaks on something to try to change the narrative, someone comes in the comment section, it puts another narrative on top of it, or another negative narrative on top of it to make it look like the man is not seeking or not thinking deeply enough to solve the issue. And so my question to you, Jay Will, is what are you doing to change the narrative for our race, for our community? You asking questions, but are you showing initiative? Are you putting your hands in? Are you giving your risk? It's easy to speak on what someone else does, but what are you doing? So, yes, to answer your question, I do get very outraged that our people are killing each other, and I wish we didn't, because it's so many people with positive and powerful minds that die to the BS that's happening from our own race, but also from others. We helping others kill us. It's already a war against us. Now we're going to war against ourselves. And it's not just black racists that do that. They have white mass murderers more than blacks. They go to schools and kill lots of white. It's just publicized for blacks. Anytime we doing things, always on TV. Because we always want to be seen. So don't get it twisted. People killing people every day. China, they have their own interior problems. They slaving each other now. So, besides all that, what are you doing? You can leave it in the comment. Tell me what you're doing. I don't care if you post a video, tag me in it, whatever. But let me know what you're doing for the people. And I hope you understand what I'm telling you. And I don't mind you asking me questions. I really don't. I actually enjoy it because it means, you're watching and you listen to what I had to say, whether you agree with it or not. You're not supposed to agree. But I just really want to know, or if you have any answers of what people could do or could help each other do, feel enlightened to put it down, and I'll talk about it. So JWill19842011, I appreciate your question. I hope you appreciate my answer. I hope I didn't dance around it. I pretty much try to be up forth with you. It basically, and if you don't understand what I'm saying, basically what I'm saying to you is, don't criticize someone for trying to make a difference. You know, don't jump on top of what they doing to try to say if you doing wrong and I say you wrong, then why should a third party person say, yeah, but what have you done? You know, or what? It's hard to explain. Let me see if I can put. There might not be a correct way to word it. In other words, how can we as black people change and do better if anytime we try to do better, another black person kicks us down or criticizes what we're doing to try to do better? That's just like black people killing black people. You're killing hopes and dreams. You're killing positivity. You might as well go get a gun, claim a game, and come up and shoot me in the head yourself, because you're doing it to my dreams and hopes anyway. So, or the inspiration or motivation that I could be giving to another, you shadow it with negativity. So you might as well just go get a gun and shoot me. You know, killing can take places many different ways. You know, heart, mind, soul. You can break those of your race. You can break the spirits of your brothers and sisters, as well as shooting them with a gun. So don't get that twisted. So yeah, y'all, give me y'all take on it. Y'all can look at this comment. Y'all can look check out my answer and see where we're going with this. Maybe I'm a little bit here and there, but to me, my message is clear of the way I think and the people I don't like. And Jay Will, I don't know if you one of the people I don't like. Maybe it's a genuine question that you was asking, but 3 question mark pretty much solves it up for me. But it is what it is. I appreciate your view anyway. I appreciate your comment. You got any more, post it. It is what it is. I'll speak on it. So, yeah. So, anyway, like I said, I stand firm in my position about the way I think about Jason Whitlock. Fuck Jason Whitlock. I'm going to keep saying, fuck Jason Whitlock. And one more time, just in case you hear, fuck Jason Whitlock. That's the way I feel. And if anybody else feels that way, if his partner want to jump in, I say the same thing. Or fuck Marcellus Wiley. Right now, we cool. But if you see anything outside the boundaries, fuck you too. Just the way it is. So, sorry for the profanity, but that's just the way I feel. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can get back at me or not. Somebody tag it to him. Share it to him. I don't care. It is what it is. Stop holding our people back. Stop holding our people down. You the type that if you drown, you pull the whole chain gang down. Break it. If your chain is broke, go down by yourself, man. Give everybody else a chance to live. Selfish bastard. Yeah. But don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Therefore, when I'm on, I'm talking about these subjects that you will get to see it first. And you will know that I'm on. Just know I don't hesitate and I don't hold my tongue for nobody. I speak on real issues. You got anything you want me to speak about? Reviews or anything? I don't care. Holler at me. I will do it. And I will give you my honest opinion. There's no need to lie. Somebody get their honest opinion about me. It is what it is, man. All love. Y'all stay ahead.